Mahatma Gandhi, the saint of the Indian nation, in his autobiographical diary, recounted that, while studying in South Africa, he loved reading the Bible, especially Jesus' Sermon on the Mount. He was convinced that Christianity was the answer to the caste system that had plagued his country of India for centuries. He really wanted to become a Christian. One day, he entered a Catholic church to attend Mass and listen to the sermon. Suddenly, someone stopped him at the door of the church and very gently told him, "If you want to attend Mass, please go to a church reserved for black people." He left and never returned. Today's gospel tells us that Jesus drove out the sellers of sheep, cattle, doves, and money changers from the temple. He certainly did not drive out people of goodwill. The church is a sacred place, gathering believers, celebrating the liturgy of the Word and the Eucharist. Everyone shares the same faith, the same prayer to glorify God. The church is a miniature church, not a closed fortress, reserved for factions, parties, or colors. The church is not a fence, to prohibit, to exclude. On the contrary, the church must be an open place, to welcome all people of goodwill, without distinction, without excluding anyone. Today Jesus had to chase people out of the temple, just because he did not want the sacred place to become a market. He did not want his Father's house to be desecrated. He saw the need to purify the temple. And Jesus' decisive attitude requires us to re-examine ourselves. It seems that the market atmosphere still lingers here and there. People make appointments during Mass. They go to church, but their eyes are in front of them. They are busy showing off their clothes and hairstyles. Some people come to church to light up their own halo rather than God's. There are weddings that require all the lights in the church to be turned on. There are funerals that require the church to hang mourning flags and banners at half-mast, like a sea of purple, a forest of mourning. Money has obscured the solemnity of the house of God. Take all these things out of here. Jesus' words of discontent still speak to us today. He wants churches to be places of worship, quiet places for people to meet God. There is no need for noise, heavy performance, nor should there be mechanical, dull, liturgical rites when celebrating. If each Mass is a reenactment of the sacrifice of the cross of Jesus, who loved to the end, then each Mass also carries a new vitality of the risen one. He is the new temple, where humanity will truly worship God the Father. Father, Lent is a time to purify our temples. The physical temples, which are the churches, and the spiritual temples, which are each of us. Help us to purify our hearts, so that we may be worthy to worship you in the new temple, which is Jesus, your Son. Amen. Tien Phuc, as you have loved.